Welcome back, guys, to Metaphor Refantazio. Well, last episode, we explored all of Bralhaven once again to pick up the many quests that had appeared, spotting a candidate to debate as we traveled before completing Efflorescent Youth by grabbing a rainbow flower from Grand Trad. With some more intel to purchase, we now try to find time to infiltrate.
Fancy a bit of info?
So, Ghost of the Tomb of Lament.
Want in on
The
this?
Tomb of Lament, eh? Of course I could tell you all about it. The bounty's called Ferlich. People say it's a ghost. That's scary enough on its own, but the real horror is how it summons a two-headed beast called a Chimenza.
Between us.
Chimenza. It's not just fighting two enemies at once that's the problem. When the Chimenza's around, Ferlich's attacks get stronger. It uses powerful dark magic, so I heard from a bounty hunter who narrowly escaped from it with his life. Better either prepare ways to protect against magic, or use the Chimenza's weakness, wind, to take it out quick. As you might expect, seeing it as it's a ghost, Ferlich is weak to light. Couldn't hurt to keep that handy.
No kidding.
Got it? Our best tactic is to devise a way to protect against its magic, and also summon wind and light magic of our own. There's a Captorus over there too. Its attacks are incredibly strong after it builds up its power, but I've heard it's weak to spears and bows. That's about it. Watch your step unless you want your step to be into the grave. Captorus exists there too. Fiend of the Forsaken Tower.
Want in on this?
Because most people normally stay away from the Forsaken Tower, it's become a complete den of monsters. Oh, there's another spot.
Ooh.
Forsaken Tower is here. It's really in the middle of nowhere, isn't it?
It's a campground.
Blimmin' hell. So what's the route you take here?
Here's where we are now.
We'll face danger here.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh.
I smell trouble.
We'll face danger here.
This place.
It looks like you want to go on a like da-da-da, da-da-da,
And right there's a ladder.
da-da-da,
And right there's a
da-da-da.
ladder. Ooh.
Which way's
We'll
the
face
best way to
danger here.
go out, though? Maybe this way?
We'll face danger here.
Like, I wonder how the time works out, but it's like this one day.
This place. It's your
So it's,
call.
what is it? It's one day,
And there's a camp. And right
2
there's a
days. Can camp there, right? Or do you think I'd
It's
camp
your
there?
call.
I imagine
This
it's 2
place.
days. 3
And
days.
There's a campground. This
4
place.
days? Camp there. Am I adding more days onto this? 1 day.
Campground. We'll face danger.
Yeah, no, that is right. 2 days. 3
And
days.
there's
We'll face
4
danger.
days camp there.
It's a
5
campground.
days.
We'll face
6
danger.
days. And 7 to
here's
get
where we
back?
are now.
That's bonkers. So I've got 17 days to go to Thingy. I just have to deal with the weather as it is. Right. It might be in my best interest to then deal with this infiltration mission ASAP. Blimmin' hell. Among them, there's a particularly powerful giant called the Orgas.
between
Be
us.
careful when it stores up power. Its next attack will hurt. Let's just say, so keep your defenses up. But I've heard that if you can remove its buffs before its next attack, the rampage won't be so bad. Fortunately, it also seems to be weak against dark magic. You'd best be sure you can use some of that. Yikes. I've got the time, yeah. Depends what else I'm doing around town, though.
Hey, listen.
I'm just incredulous.
Because if I've got these other things going on and other events as well, and these debates seem to be like the biggest stat gain I can get,
All right then.
I need to do them?
Let's go.
Depends how many debates there are. So I might need to stick around town for a while to see if there are any. Apart from this one I've got here, because the others were like coming back to back to back.
Blast this heat.
At the earliest opportunity that I can, infiltrate. And then see if things like slow down for a bit and then head out for 7 days.
Now what am I to do?
Seems to be the way things are. And I voice act every line, yes. In every Let's Play I've done, if it's not a voice line, every playthrough, every stream, if it's not a voice line, I voice it. Because I know how people watch things. They don't always watch with their eyes on the screen. They often watch when gaming themselves or doing other things. So having someone read it aloud for them if they're not playing the game. Passive viewing is a thing too. So do I do this? And I'll save here, right? And I'll go do follower, and I will do Bardon. Maybe. Martira's acting leader, a genial man determined to help the town recover from the loss of its guiding figure, Joanna. Let's go. Now we're in quite the predicament. Bardon comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. He got back quick.
I can't believe it.
What can I, man?
Actually,
Can't believe about Lady Joanna. A long while ago, I painted a portrait of her when she was pregnant. That's the picture we saw. If that child grew up, perhaps the future would have been a lot different.
can't believe it. Think I'll forget
Yes.
you, yeah?
Heard the whole story about the Sanctress, how she was with a kidnapper and all. Such a horrifying story, and they're saying she raised some sort of monster. Awful, just awful.
What?
It's you. How fare you in your travels for you to be in Martira of all places? But I shouldn't pry. I'm sure you've got some urgent business or another, and I shan't make you tardy for it. Have you a moment? There's a matter I'd like to discuss with you. So we've saved. If the debate isn't available at night, though all the other debates were available at night that we've done thus far, then I'm going to actually reload. But I'll take it as doing one of these in the day, because we've got multiple people in the day that we can do events with.
Thank you.
Like what? Many thanks to you for being so kind. Myself, I just seem to get lost thinking about it.
The truth is,
I wanted to consult with you on all this blether about picking a new ruler for the town. Of course, ruler isn't quite the word. We're known land like a lord or anything, but still, it's a right important question. We're establishing a town governor, which is distinct from a lord. I think that's what's best for this town.
so
For the most part, the townspeople agree on self-governance, as there's quite a lot of distrust of power after what happened with Lady Joanna. It may seem like the townspeople are turning to extreme courses of action, but the new lord did allow us our self-government. Which is all well and good, but here's the rub. I think the fella best suited for the position is this one clergyman. He's a fine man, he likes the idea. But darn it all, now everyone is clamouring for me to be the governor. I mean, you are suited for it.
Right.
So you think it's a grand idea too? Well, I couldn't disagree more myself. I'm too weak a man.
still, though.
I've been put on a pedestal some noble knight, put everything to right. It's Dretch. I'm no hero. It's all thanks to a lot of ye. Well, I could say that all day, and they still want me as governor. Everyone wants to feel safe. They want to know there's someone nearby they can rely on. I sympathize with that, but I'm no ruler.
Got to say,
Do I have what it takes to lead them? I mean, everything's a challenge.
Hey,
Everything's worth doing is always a challenge.
wait, what?
Is it always? I do remember hearing that the closer you get to your breaking point, the greater you become. If that's true, we can't become better men without a challenge, can we? Thank you, friend. Talking with you has helped me come to a decision.
For myself.
I'll represent the townspeople. Yes, I'll become governor and restore the whole place. I'm not sure if I'm the man for the job, but I'll give it everything I've got for the good of the town. Considering my lack of experience, I'd be grateful if you kept advising me.
Don't worry your head.
I may not have the skills you do, but I will serve faithfully so that I can be a true hero in this town like you. I can sense Bardon's extraordinary determination and faith in me.
I'll do
Rank
anything
2.
for this
We only get the
town,
Commander
I adore.
Enlightenment. So rank 3 would be interested in the most. Bardon, you finally decide what to do yet? I know you care deeply, but we're all sick of waiting. Don't make me decide I need to lead you.
Hey up.
We'll rest easy with you in charge. Those sandworms have been a right pain, but you seem like a take charge kind of man.
Don't you worry.
Too true. A sandworm attack would devastate Martira. I'll work up some countermeasures. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Don't work too hard now, big man.
Well,
Go ahead and remove childcare from your job skills, will ya? They hated it when you chased them around during hide and seek. Me wee ones were bawling and screaming something awful. They still cry from the memory of it.
Whoa.
But that's how you play Hunter and Prey. If they screamed, it was just proof we were playing it right. But anyway, I swear to you, I'm determined to protect this town.
My thanks.
Thanks for your time today. I'll have to do a great deal of work to even begin paying you back, so do stop by again. I parted ways with Bardon and returned to the group. You will be there, won't you? The dangers of nighttime infiltration. There are more people in Luis's Gauntlet Runner at night, so you'll need to sneak in during the day. Make sure to secure an infiltration route to Luis's room before the day of the soiree. So it's just saying me I can't go at night, which is completely expected. I hear a voice. He doesn't need to come here any longer, and yes. Yeah, I've got the courage to speak to you again, but I'm not going to.
Hey, listen.
No, a ferry over here.
I'll grab.
Are you here to listen to music too? Kind of puts the mind at ease, doesn't it? True. Maybe it's because I've been so tense lately, but the music is really soothing right now. Oh, didn't expect another ferry to see where I was coming from. The other ferries around here have kind of lost the plot, so it's nice to meet someone I can actually hold a conversation with.
Whoa.
Really? Back at the hidden village, everyone seemed to get along pretty well. That's so. Well, you said you were tired, so I won't keep blabbing at you. They play music a lot here, though, so come rest your weary soul anytime. Just like that, they were gone.
I'm just incredulous.
Hey,
These
listen.
fairies seem to be like some collectible / achievement trophy kind of thing, don't they?
I love it.
I mislike having to abide by Luis's schedule. This soiree, cannot happen soon enough. But I suppose one can win on an empty stomach. As long as we have the time to eat and prepare, we should.
I love it.
Hey, listen.
I'm just...
Just gonna eat us out of health and home.
Oh, hey.
Wow, port cities at night definitely have their own atmosphere. Why don't we go take a look around? If you ever need help, just ask. Well, hopefully most of the guys out there we've spoken to already.
Wonder if I could have been.
Spying Luis's Gauntlet Runner in the harbour makes me jealous. Maybe I should join his private army too. Oh, you promised you'd only have one drink. Get smashed and sign over, Luis. If the word gets out, you'd be discharged and worse. Oh, the past you admire, Luis, didn't you? He was telling tales about how he could hunt humans without an igniter. What sort of drunken nonsense are you spouting now? I've heard nasty rumours about that magic sword of his, but still.
That's the one from the exhibition. Oi!
Oi. Oi me.
Oi!
I need to go to Merchant's
Right then.
Bazaar and hope that the guy's still there. We've wasted a bit of our time.
What is it?
So the same people who were there in the pouring rain.
Say there.
He's got money. Oh, that looks like it would take some time. Gambling man. The old everyone's been whispering around, aren't you? I enjoyed the performance you gave at the exhibition of the brave. It's quite the gamble to offer a sanctuaress as your head. Took guts, probably no small amount of skill. Seems to me you've got a gift for making your own luck and swinging the odds in your favor. Take it from a gambler. Maybe you'd like to press that luck of yours. Running a special bet on tournament participants right now. Care to take a punt? As long as it doesn't take time.
Hang on.
Wait, are you serious? If you lose money here, who knows how far it'll set us back? Oh, I've set your ferry friend, have I? Can't have that. How about you decide after I explain, though, alright? It's a bet on the rank of a certain young Eldar candidate. That would be you, oh, what, shoot, what am I, 43? Your wager is, you know what? How about you pick it yourself? If you're successful, I'll pay you back double. You're betting on yourself to see how well you think you can do in the tournament. Interesting idea, isn't it?
Huh?
Are you serious? What's the catch? What are you thinking? I don't understand the concept. I reckon I'll be number one if you're talking about the end of it, or you're talking about this bit where we need to rank within the top 20. I'll give it a shot. Nice one. Besides, if your goal is to be king, you've got to take some risks. Now let's gamble. What rank do you think you can reach by August 13th? I mean, I'm 40-something now. August 13th is the time of the soiree. Do you think it's likely I'd be top 5? Okay, it's not impossible. Because we'd have to be... Essentially, if we're lower than Forden, Luis, and Godot, that still leaves 2 spots. And who's the next best candidate? Top 5. Excellent. And how much are you wagering? I only have 5k. Fascinating. With that, the bargain is struck. So the results in 20 days. Don't forget, you've got to come back here to collect your money.
Isn't this grand?
Gambling stall, a den of opportunists owned by those with an eye for the unpredictable, allowing people to bet on all manner of things. In fact, no bet is off the table. Even a race for control of the nation itself. Specific payouts are determined by the accuracy of the guest order of candidate approval. As Sanctism dictates that man's fate is immutable, they are frequently shuttered by Sanctus decree, but they tend to spring up again quickly. Oceanian gamblers, masters of their craft, gradually shifted from small betting rings to open their own venues for others to indulge the whims of fate. Just going to point out, I couldn't bet anything but the lowest, of course. There was no other option.
Now what am I to do? Well met, eh? Frankly,
So is this all the support a pagan can muster at a Sanctus event? Oh, Yufa, I am so sorry. Perhaps attempting this plan was madness from the start. Man seems worried about something. There's a quest going on there, or at least a story.
now what am I to do? How did I wind up here?
And you'll hear. Well, we know this is the biggest bang for our buck. It's not in a stat that I actually want to raise at this point in time, because I've already got Eloquence to 3, and I'd rather get Tolerance and Wisdom. But that's not going to happen right now. It's even going to give me some more Imagination, which is my highest stat. So, here we go. No one seemed to show up again from the previous lot we'd done, so it might look like you can only debate them once. So once it's done, it's done.
What am I to do?
Let's do it.
I can do something.
Improving everyone's life is my top priority. Corruption and justice, I'll never stand for those. I see, so that's what they're basing their campaigns on. Hey, why don't you debate that candidate? If you can lower other candidate's support, you might be able to win Luis's trust. It's a good opportunity to hone your skills. If you can put the future you're imagining into words, I'm sure people will follow you. If I enter a debate here, my eloquence and my imagination should increase. Just takes a slot. You're the one that offered up that sanctress. You may have briefly had the spotlight, but a child is nothing in the end. Oh, pay me no mind. A debate, is it? Of course, of course. I welcome a fair discussion in the marketplace of ideas.
I can do something.
My top priority is to ensure the livelihood of all of this country's citizenry. Whatever you desire, I shall do everything possible to make it so. Keeping the old pub maintained, that's no problem at all. Protecting the minority tribes from prejudice, of course I can do that. Discrimination will not be tolerated. Naturally, the Clemar have worked hard to establish themselves, and I will ensure they will continue to enjoy key positions within my kingdom. You're giving everyone everything they want? Oh, this Jin guy seems to have thought of everything. I can't put my finger on why, but there's something dodgy about him. Jin is really working the crowd. How should I appeal to them? Define everything possible? You're really shady. I don't think I should just say that the guy's shady. That's not really something that helps. At the moment, he's seemingly giving everyone everything they want. He sounds like he just wants to maintain the status quo a fair bit, but protecting the minority tribes from prejudice is a good thing. So is it the fact that people find this guy dodgy and I just have to counter that by being squeaky clean? Because at this point in time, aren't I the most trustworthy candidate? You know, I guess apart from like how people view Ford and etc. I just brought someone in, not like in shackles or anything. Exposed corruption. And instead of like, you know, making any play with like monsters, etc., I literally saved and helped an entire town, an entire place. I mean, this is my platform. Maybe instead of decrying someone else's platform at this time, maybe I should say what my platform is. We should help everyone. Well, anyone. Everyone's... Oh, that's true. Everyone is definitely a different word than anyone. Everyone is deserving of our help, regardless of tribe. What? And how are we supposed to do that? You're nothing but a sham. Pretty sure they're saying the exact same thing in different ways. Yes. Will's rather wet behind the ears, but it makes me want to support him. If anyone's a swindler here, it's Jin. So we're basically going with the trustworthiness that I've managed to build. Damn brat, this rate my whole life is on the chopping block. Oh, what's going on, Jin?
I knew it!
You were great in that debate. You left the other candidate begging for mercy. You won over a lot of people. They got you a little something to show their support. The basic apparatus we had to do there was just, oh, I could have maybe done my debates and then gambled. This experience seems to have honed your eloquence and imagination.
All right.
Oh, yeah, it's 5? Was it 5 before? Oosh, that's a lot. We have shown actions. As listening to the concerns of the people, I returned to where everyone else was waiting. It's that fact. We have a track record
Time
now.
marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
A public track record.
Luis's.
The day of the soiree is approaching. We need to secure our infiltration route to Luis's quarters before then. We must reclaim the formula without raising suspicion. Then at long last, we will finally have the means to break the prince's curse.
Let's make it happen.
The prince's fate is in our hands. This plan is risky, but we have to see it through.
True.
9 days until Luis's soiree. Let us proceed with the utmost caution. Oh, it's a rainy day. Jin. Jin Dulls, a Nidia candidate participating in the tournament. Like other Nidia, he is skilled in flattery, leading his campaign platform to change depending on where he goes and who he needs to please at the moment. He knows everyone he encounters can't all be in the same place at once, so he believes things will be fine so long as he's not found out before he wins. His gauntlet runner, the King's Starlight, is decorated with grinning self-portraits, which people whisper is in poor taste.
Oi there.
They just whisper it.
Well met, eh? Wonderful.
My god, this place is storms for days, doesn't it?
Oi. Oi.
Right, well, let's just check if there's no one back over here.
Right then.
Most likely I have spoken to everyone in this weather system because, of course, we first went out in a storm.
What is it?
Who are my people I can speak to? Strohl and Maria. It's a chance between silence merit or making someone equals.
Save it.
Is this an infiltration day?
Weather.
No, there's someone up there.
Now what am I to do?
How did I wind
It's Glodell.
What you need?
Who wants to listen to a henchman like Glodell giving speeches? Louis should be here talking to us directly. Ah, I see. So this part, yeah, you've got to read the crowd. You've got to also read what the crowd want to hear, haven't you? I mean, that's obviously politics for you,
Stay there.
but still. Well, we're not going anywhere because we're going to do a debate, so I'll save again. So this city is England, but city. Well, England is my city, as are the famous lyrics of a poet, laureate. Yeah, we'll call it, we won't go the insulting route.
Hey,
Hello, what's your plan for today? I get restless too, but I suppose it's important to let off steam, Say, have you got some time right now? It's about what we discussed last time. I know I must head to my village to see clues about my inheritance, but I freeze before I can take the first step. We're off to your city by the look of it. Or village, even.
oh, right.
Well, if you're sure, then I suppose now's as good a time as any. My home in the village of Halia is on the outskirts of Grand Trad. As we'll need the runner, please extend my apologies to the rest. With the runner, we can make it there and back before dusk, though I can't help but feel guilt to request it for such a personal matter. With Strohl leading the way, we arrived at last to his childhood home, the village of Halia. It doesn't look like anyone has lived here for a very long time. It's a chilling sight. Travelling here by Gauntlet Runner, you'd think we were practically next door to the capital. Yet as I fled for my life, the nearest settlement felt leagues away. I recall wanting to lie down and give up on several occasions. Probably hard to tell now, but this was once the village's main road, full of people crossing every which way.
Truth is,
You used to be able to see the mountains cresting the horizon above the rooftops. It was beautiful. I wish you could have seen it like that. I know I'll see it someday.
No.
Hope, man. It's been 7 years since that day. Feels like forever ago, and yet only the blink of an eye at the same time. Afterward, I was shuffled between various relatives, nothing more than another mouth to feed. Fitting, I suppose, of the burden I'd become. I went to the site of our manor, but all I found was rubble. A few walls were sort of standing, but it was a sorry sight compared to how I see it in my mind. Except I've discovered a letter.
take this.
There was a corner of my father's study that seemed to have been designed to withstand a fire. I found a box there with a letter inside, and I recognized the writing as my father's.
Hey,
I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. I have no doubt this is his will, and I know I must read it, but I'm going to go over there and do just that, alone. But would you mind waiting nearby? It's okay to be nervous.
Yeah.
I'm here for you if you need me.
thanks.
Thank you. It's reassuring to have you by my side. I waited nearby while Strohl read the will. Well, it's a good thing we found this. Seems I do indeed have an inheritance.
And
Will said the family's treasure was dispatched to the royal capital. The royal capital does add a lot of questions.
What?
Made it all the way to the capital.
yeah,
Yes, but it doesn't give a specific location. The letter is unfinished. I mean, how could it be? No one expected a murderous, rampaging human. Try to stay calm, man. Try not to let the anger win.
sorry.
Whenever I think back to that day... My father names me the sole heir of his estate. He even addressed the letter to my beloved son, Leon. I feel only shame at such endearments. But as it stands now, the inheritance has but one purpose. To repay the debts owed to my parents and my people. So if they would see our house rebuilt,
I'll definitely.
I'll be whatever they want me to be. A noble of prominence or otherwise. If I can make the people speak the name of House Heliatus with reverence, once it lives on the tip of everyone's tongue. Maybe then I'll be able to embrace the words, my beloved son. I never imagined the day would come that I come to terms with these feelings. I owe you so much and more. I sense Strohl's deepened trust in his determination to confront his destiny.
I must
Alright,
use
that
my
puts a lot of our
nobility for good.
daytime people at an evens point. But first things first. I'm sure he entrusted the inheritance to someone in the capital, but I have no clue who that might be. Tell me about your father.
Say,
What was your father like?
That's...
He was a big man, so much so that standing next to my mother made her look teeny, but despite his size, he solved his problems with his head. And he never treated people as lesser than him. In fact, he used to handpick the fish he would bring back to the household as gifts. Grandtrad was able to source fresh fish from Brawlhaven, but in Halia they were a rare feast.
Aha!
Hey, maybe I'm onto something. He spoke highly of the fish market, so he must have gone to the same one every time. Perhaps they'd remember him. That may be our best lead. And I'm afraid I shall once more take advantage of your generosity. When we return to Grand Trad, will you help me walk in my father's footsteps? It could still turn out fruitless, so I'll need all the help I can get.
this
Ooh,
one's
a quest. Strohl asked me to help track down his inheritance. I get tolerance for it. He recalled his father frequented the fishmonger near the Grand Cathedral in Grand Trad. I should start there.
All right.
First, I have one more thing I'd like to look into. I think we're at a good stopping point for today, besides.
Let's head back.
Thank you, Will. Let's head back to the Gauntlet Runner. What a stormy day. Hopefully the weather's better
I'm just...
when we choose to infiltrate.
I love it.
I shudder to think of calling myself that man's underling. We've gained mobility, but at what cost? I want to end this as quickly as we can. Yeah,
I'm just...
I bet. Still raining, it's not stormy. I think a storm give... Oh no, it's stormy, sorry, I was wrong. Hey!
Greetings.
Oh, well met, what are you up to? I'd like to hear about your journey so far, if you don't mind telling it. You have certain information I'd very much like to know. Oh, I don't have enough wisdom to talk to you. That's what I'd like to say, but I don't have enough wisdom to piece together the insights Alonso desires.
Ridiculous.
It seems you're not particularly ready. Pity. So you're a nighttime kind of guy? But I've not got the level I need. Thing is, I've got the courage I need for other person now, and I'm not going to use that anyway. But we were going to do a debate no matter what. What's Heist Maze?
The truth is,
I don't know if they'll talk to me right now, though. Okay, so Heist Maze's about to go rank 5 as well. It's too bad we can't get Gallica up a bit more. Oh, I forgot about this. I know that sounds really dumb, but I actually did.
Wonderful.
Oi! Oi! Right then.
We're here for a lovely debate in the stormy weather. Hey, say what you like about the man with his dog. He at least braves the elements.
Save it. Awful weather.
Hey, he's still there.
Young man.
Young man. Young man. Also got a request to do. Hello? Mr. Yeah.
Now what am I to do?
Well, we're doing this.
Choose me!
The world I want is a complete and utter meritocracy. The elites aren't strong. The strong are elite.
I see.
I see. So that's what they're basing their campaigns on. Hey, why don't you debate that candidate? If you can lower other candidates' support, you might be able to win Luis's trust. Well, this is his buddy. No, whatever. It's a good opportunity to hone your skills. If you can put the future you're imagining into words, I'm sure people will follow you. Right, even more eloquence.
What business do you have with me?
What's this? Come to tear me down a peg, have you? If it's a battle of words you want, I accept the challenge. I prefer to strike with more direct methods, but I'll spare you, for Count Luis's sake. You'll realize soon enough that I am the rising star. Your little help anyone in niche shtick is a farce, and I can't believe anyone is falling for it. I'll make sure you pay for it tenfold.
Choose me!
When I take my place upon the throne, I will reform this rigged society into a true meritocracy. We live in a society where tribe and family name matter more than will or ability. Are we sheep to accept such a world, or are we lions who will devour it? As king, I'll appoint only those who can demonstrate true strength, even those from inferior birth. That's true equality. He's certainly abrasive, but he makes a good point. Have we heard all this before, though? Well, yeah. Let us winning over the crowd. How should I appeal to them? He said, Luis, you're better. And what of the weak? Well, that's not the platform they're going on. Is this more of an attack one than not? Now, it's definitely one of these two. We've seen how he reacts to being brought up like that. We've seen that he said he was there at the same time as Luis, like in the same point. He feels a bit overshadowed. So saying one of these two is thingy. Though I think to a candidate, because they said before when we talked to the crowd that they've heard this all before. So I should just echo what the crowd said, right? And go like, you only parrot Luis, rather than isn't Luis your better, a personal attack. Versus just pointing out that you're literally the stooge of. But then he could just go, yo, you're not working for Luis. Yo, they don't know that.
Hang on.
Your words are mere echoes of Luis. Do you have any original ideas?
What?
My words. You don't understand. Count Luis and I have simply come to the same conclusions. If that's the case, then I'd honestly rather support Lord Luis. Yeah, there's no point in supporting you. Alright, I had the same feeling as well. Glad it wasn't just me. Thanks, spectators, for telling me what you wanted to hear before it.
Damn it!
Of course these fools wouldn't understand.
I knew it!
That was an amazing debate. Glodell was seething. A lot of people appreciate what you said. They wanted to give you this as a show of thanks. I must have failed the first one. I don't remember getting cash the first time.
All right.
5 and 1. We're already halfway to Eloquence 4. We're almost halfway to Imagination 4. Uh-oh. Bit lopsided. It's too easy to put these up. After listening to the concerns of the people, I returned to where everyone else was waiting. 45 to 43. When you can...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Top 5's looking unlikely, isn't it?